Hello, my name is Lenka from Lenka is Puzzling, and this is going to be my haul for December, November, not really sure, because I usually buy puzzles, then do a haul in like the beginning of the month, but then I buy more puzzles and then I publish the haul much later, and then I'm lost as to like what it's supposed to be. But this one is going to be published in December, so let's say it's a December haul. Doesn't really matter when these puzzles were bought, because you know, who cares, they're here. And I would just like to say this haul was not supposed to be this huge. I had very good intentions. I wanted to just get a few and then, you know, get like this one discounted that was like really good price, and get this one discounted because it was like, you know, a company that I've wanted to try for a while. And then something happened and I got a lot of the same collection. But we're gonna get to it very slowly. So let's start, because this is going to be a long video. I do have an unboxing for you, but this is going to be like a lot. So first, we have a hatchet puzzle. This is 500 pieces. It's called Sous le ciel de Paris. I think it's something like Under the Paris Sky. I think it's in French. Don't ask me to translate French. I've never spoken French a word in my whole life, and there is nothing in English on the whole thing other than warning choking hazard. Well, yeah, thank you for that. It looks like this. It's very cute. It looks kind of like a Ratatouille theme, because it's Paris and there's a rat and there's like food. So is it supposed to be Ratatouille but just not licensed because that costs money? I don't know, I'm not sure, but it does look like it. It looks very cute, and I wanted to try hatchet for some time now, but there is one that I really like that is available here that I can just get, but it's quite expensive for what it is, you know, because that one is also 500 pieces. So I was like, oh well, maybe one day, you know, I'll get to it. And then I saw this one on like the swap and secondhand site, and I was like, yes, okay, I can do that. That is much better for me, although I will not have it new, so I won't be able to say certain things, but you know, better than nothing. So that's the first one. And I have to make space for the smaller ones up here because there's gonna be a lot on the floor later on. Then I have this one. This is Tower Bridge, London, England, 500 pieces by Gastorland. This is also from the swap group. A lady wrote to me and she was like, you have some puzzles that are missing pieces. Would you be willing to trade for something that is also missing pieces? And I was like, yes, I would. So this one actually isn't missing pieces. This one was swapped for 1,000 piece with missing 4 pieces. So this is full one, but it's only a 500 and it's Gastorland, which is very cheap. So it felt fair to do this. And then the other one is on the bottom of this one pile. So we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna tell you when we're there. But for now, this one was a swap for 1,000 piece with missing pieces. And then we have kind of like a treasure to me, because this one has a story. I really should stop with the stories for every single puzzle I buy, because like it's not really that interesting, and also it makes the videos really long, and this one is already going to be long. But anyways, the story. So I will show you the puzzle first and then I'll tell you. This is 500 pieces, it's Ravensburger, and it's vintage cookbooks. This is actually by Amy Stewart, which I would never guess looking at this and looking at other of her things, of her images, but it is. There's like the licensing and everything up there. The story is that when I first got back into puzzling last summer-ish, I was looking through different things, but back then I wasn't this crazy, so I wasn't buying everything I saw. So I was like, oh, this one would be really cool to get. I'll just bookmark it and later I'll get to it and I'll buy it. And when I later wanted to buy it, it was gone, like sold out, and sold out everywhere. Nobody had it, not even Amazon or anything like that, no Czech site, nobody had it. So I had it on my wish list since then. It's been over a year now. I've had it on my wish list and I was like, one day, you know, I'm gonna find it, it's gonna be fine. And then now, like in the later fall, I was going through my wish list because, you know, people want to buy me things for Christmas, so I want to have like just the actual things there that I want. And I was looking at this one, I was like, I'm gonna delete it, like it's not available, there's no point on having it on my wish list. So I deleted it, and like maybe 2 days later, it showed up in a swap group for like a really, really good price. It's complete, supposedly, and it was like really cheap, and I was so happy to see it, especially since I just gave up on it because I was like, it's not that special to like go on eBay and buy it for really, really expensive. I just thought it would be fun to have. I have the other one that's like the travel guides, vintage travel guides, that's also by Amy Stewart. And I was just like, oh well, whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. And then it showed up. That just made me so happy. It was such a good feeling. Okay, then we have two from Dodo, from the indoor puzzle series. I don't know. This one is the Flower Shop. So the box looks like this, but the puzzle looks like this. And there's 4 in the series. I already had the bookshelf. It's somewhere here behind me. Oh, yeah. Here. So I already have this one. That was from a swap as well. And I was like, well, I want the other ones. They're cute. So, and they're only 300 pieces. So, you know, they're like a fast thing. Although the colors are kind of muted, so they're not like super easy. So it's kind of like a good, you know, challenge level for such a small piece count. So this is the Flower Shop, and yeah, it looks beautiful, it looks fun. I like the Dodo pieces. And then I also have the Atelier 300 pieces, and inside it looks like this. I am still missing the bakery, which I also want. It is like all brown though, so it's not like I'm not in a rush, but I do want it at some point. But you know, at least now I have 2 more that I can put together, and then like I would like to display them on the front of my shelf, so they're like a little maybe town. I don't know. Is that stupid? Maybe. The next one we have is a 1000-piece Clementoni, and this one is called the Greenhouse Library. Which, by the way, if you wanted to have a library in your greenhouse, that is the stupidest idea. It would, like, all of the books would get moldy and just rot away. But it looks cool, you know? It looks like it's so shiny. God, oh my goodness. Okay. This is probably the best we can do. It looks very good. It is in the new packaging, so it's very small, and it supposedly has a poster inside. And yeah, it just was an interesting image. I wanted to try it. Didn't look too horribly hard, but now looking at it, maybe it will be. I don't know. There's a cat in it. 2 cats. But that one doesn't look like it belongs. That's so strange. Okay, never mind. So yeah, tiny 1000-piece Clementoni. And then there's one. Oh, by the way, the 2 Dodos, the Clementoni, this one, and then like 3 more are all from one order. And that was supposed to be the one order of like new puzzles that's like all, you know, not full price, because this was not from a puzzle shop, but from a bookshop that also sells other things. And it's only online, it doesn't have like a physical location. It's called Mega Books, if I translate it for you. And sometimes they have some puzzles for like a really good price, and sometimes like for a really bad one. So like you never know, but you just have to try and check. This one is it Tactic? Yes, it's from Tactic, and it's called Experience the Magic of Lapland, I think, because that's what it says all over. It looks like this. But it's from a series, Come to Finland. And on the back you can see all of the puzzles that are in this series. I like the Lapland the best. I wanted to just try one of these, but they look really cool. And it's just like, yeah, it looks kind of like it's supposed to be like a souvenir or something. But, you know, I bought it in a Czech online puzzle store. So that doesn't sound like a Finland souvenir to me, because where would we get it here? Oh no, there's stickers, but I just ruined the box. Never mind. Okay, so inside there's just the pieces. No, oh my god, there's no poster. So this is my image. Well, that's not too big. Okay, well that kind of ruined it, but never mind. It still is beautiful, and I'm very, very curious as to what I will think of like the quality and everything like that. So, next we have 1,000-piece Heje from the Exotic Garden series, and this one is called Bird Paradise. I already have the 500-piece. I have not put it together, and I just love this style of image. I'm hoping it will be kind of like okay to do. It doesn't look too hard, but they also have, I think, 1,500 and 2,000 pieces. So I would probably like to collect them all eventually, but right now 500 and 1,000 piece seems like the, you know, best like sizes for me. And the artist on this is Maria Amalia Bartolini, and I just love that art style. It looks very recognizable. Let's say it like that. It's very recognizable. Yeah, so on the back they're also showing the 500 piece and the 2,000 piece, but I do believe there's also a 1,500. We'll see. Next we have a truffle puzzle. This one might be really hard and I might regret it, but it looks so cool. I needed it. This is probably called just the Lord of the Rings, 1,000 pieces, and it looks like this. And to me, this is amazing. This is perfect. There are no actors on this, which, like, that's what I want, because just I hate puzzles with actual like people. So even if it's actors, you know, it's not just, I don't like it. So this one is kind of exactly what I want. And I don't think I've ever done Lord of the Rings puzzle, even though I like Lord of the Rings, because most of them are the actors. And then we have another 1,000-piece truffle, but this one is in the old line and style of box. This one is called Capybara, but this one, you will see when I show you the image, this one actually says that it is generated using AI, Leonardo AI, which I don't love, but I really, really love the image. So I was going to be like, okay, I can stomach it for once. And I at least appreciate that they say it, you know? It's not like, oh, the artist, who is that? No, they say it. This is AI image. It's fine. If you want it, you can get it. If you don't want it, if you don't want to support that, that's also fine. But, you know, they say it right on the box. They're not trying to convince you that it's an actual artist. And you can kind of tell in this one. It is like the kind of really obvious, really cutesy style. But it's a capybara. I love capybaras. They are kind of trendy now, aren't they? It's weird. But they are cute. Okay, so that was everything from this one order, I believe. Or is it? Yes, it is. Because the other one, it's from the same store. But it was a separate order where I was buying something for the house, for us. It wasn't books. They sell other things as well. They sell probably like everything by now. But they are still called Mega Books, which is kind of weird. But they sell everything, so I was buying some like small electronic thing. And like the extra head for a razor, an electronic razor for my man. That sounds weird when I say it like that. For my boyfriend. And you know, when in Rome, I was buying something, I was paying for shipping anyways. So I was like, I'll just put like one more puzzle in there, because at that point, all I had was this, right? Like, it wasn't too much. So I was like, I'll just put one more in. And I was eyeing the Castle collection from Ravensburger. So I was like, which one is like for a really good price here? Okay, it's these. Let's pick this one. So I picked Ariel, 1,000 pieces. It looks super cool with like the underwater theme and everything. And it's just very different from the other ones. I really liked it. It's a little dinged, but I think that might be my fault because I had so many stacked on top of each other. So, yeah, there's not much to say here because this one was still like, yeah, it made sense to buy, you know, one more puzzle when I'm just ordering other things. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm hearing my boyfriend doing something with tools. And he's not supposed to be doing anything with tools right now. He's supposed to be like watching a TV show or playing a game. So I don't know what is happening in there, but it is distracting me. Sorry about that, but... Okay, so we have Ariel. And then the last on this pile... There's more piles, don't worry. The last on this pile is 1,000-piece Ravensburger, and this one is called Disney All Aboard for Christmas. And this is the other one that the lady swapped with me for the missing pieces. So I had one Disney one with a missing piece, and this one is also supposed to be missing a piece. So we just swapped them, which is very fair, you know, because usually people don't want something with missing pieces. I don't really mind it, but usually it's like a lot harder to get rid of them when you want to sell or even swap. So I really appreciated it that she was like, oh, you have some with missing pieces, I have some with missing pieces, we can trade, yay. So yeah, I traded her this one. It's Christmas and it's Disney. As just like the perfect puzzle for me. So another Christmas one, which looks very cute. There's again a few characters that I don't really recognize, but really just very few. Not sure. Oh no, that's Brave. Okay. Yeah, so really it's just like this little fairy up here, and then the one in the back, and then there's one on this side. So those I don't know where they're from, don't really care, because the rest of the characters I know very well, and I know it's gonna be so much fun to put this together, because these ones with like the lot of like characters from Disney and stuff like that, it's such a good pick and place puzzle every time, and I love a good pick and place puzzle. So this one was just, yeah, and it's supposed to have like 1 or 2 pieces missing, which is not too many, so that's just fine with me. He is drilling something, or I don't know what he's doing, but it's really distracting. I'm sorry. Anyways, let's continue. Then I looked at Vinted. I wasn't supposed to look at Vinted. I didn't need anything on Vinted. And I have like a lot of puzzles that I now have to film from different companies that I haven't tried. So I didn't need anything more on Vinted. But I looked. Of course I looked. And of course I bought. So the first one I have, but it was like a really good deal. Okay? Hear me out. It was a really good deal. The first one is this Seiko? Yes, it's Seiko. It doesn't say anywhere on the front. Weird. But it's 4 500-piece puzzles. And it's the Thomas Kinkade Disney collaboration. So I love the Thomas Kinkades, but they are really hard because I usually get them as like 1,000-piece from Schmidt. And Schmidt is amazing quality. I love them. But the Thomas Kinkade images are hard. So I was always like, oh, wouldn't it be so nice if I could get these as a 500-piece, because that's much easier. And then I saw this, and it's 4 of them. I've only done 1 of them, and I have it as a 1,000-piece, or maybe I got rid of it. I think I still have that one. But the other ones I don't have, and I did want. So I had to, right? Like, it makes sense. It was a good price, and it's like 4 puzzles in one. So we have The Little Mermaid, we have Beauty and the Beast, we have Aladdin, and we have Winnie the Pooh. I don't think these will have posters inside. No. So I'm gonna be kind of guessing which is which. But that's fine with me, that's no problem, and they are so cute. They just look amazing. I didn't love Seiko, but it also wasn't the worst. So, you know, with the combination of images that I really, really love, I think I will enjoy these a lot. So that was like a score. And then might as well show you the other Vinted things. What are you doing? Keep hearing things. Why is he going outside? What is going on here? Okay, alright. I don't know, he took shoes. We are inside, he went outside to get his shoes. Why is he getting his shoes when we are on the inside? That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, the next like really good deal was this. It is from Falcon, and it is 4 times 1,000-piece puzzle. And it's called Family Time at Christmas. So it's 4 1,000-piece Falcon Christmas puzzles. Like, how could I say no to this? And it was like a really good price for 1,000 pieces times cheese. So it's huge. It is huge, but it's 4,000 pieces. So we have, you know, 4 very different, all very fun images. Usually I have a problem with these because usually there's like one I really, really want, and then maybe other 1 or 2, if it's 4, I don't really love that much. But in this case, I just love all of them, and I love Falcon puzzles, so that is another plus. But it's like, it's so full, the box. I don't, oh, there are posters there, so that's good. And they seem to be double-sided, so 2 beautiful posters to help you out, and a lot of fun for me during like Christmas break. So yeah, also I don't believe there is any Santa, which is very good because I don't like Santa, because we don't have Santa here. Santa for me does not mean Christmas. It's not like the nostalgic childhood thing that brings Christmas to me, but like Christmas trees and building snowmen and lights and everything like that. Yes, that is Christmas. So these are perfect. I had to get them. It makes sense, right? Tell me it makes sense. Okay, that's just so heavy. Anyways, next, this is also from Vinted, and it was also a really, really good price. I thought I would just look if anyone on Vinted is selling any other of the Castle Collection puzzles. And they were. Of course they were. So I was originally only going to buy the really like complete ones, good shape, you know, everything like that, because I will want to keep this collection probably forever because I love them. So I was like, I want everything complete. But I found this one and it was like a ridiculously good price because it is missing, I think, 2 pieces. So this one is the 1000-piece Ravensburger Castle Collection Aurora puzzle. And let me tell you, because this one I actually remember the price. New one in the like biggest puzzle store we have here is $3.49. This one was 70. It was 70 bucks. Like, I could not say no to that, even if it's missing a piece. Like, or 2 maybe. I was just like, yeah, I definitely need that, and for that price, I'm going for it. And when I'm buying something from somebody on Vinted, I usually try to look what else they have so that I don't pay shipping just for one puzzle. So I looked through their stuff and they had this Clementoni. It's a panorama. Does it have a name on here? It doesn't. It says something like Sweet Dreams or, you know, Good Sleep or something like that. It's this one. It's a Disney, like, sleeping, you know, parents and their children, and it's so cute. Somebody on Discord did this one, and I remember they were saying it's like really dark in the edges, which I totally get that. You can see it on the box as well. So we'll see how much I actually love this one. I'm not sure if this one is also missing a piece. Maybe it is. It was really good price as well. So yeah, I was looking at it already a few times, and when I saw it, and with the chance of getting the Aurora as well for better price, because one shipping for 2 puzzles instead of, you know, yeah, it just made sense. So I did that, and then I kept looking, obviously, because now I was in it, you know. Now I was like, yeah, I'm just like looking through and getting more and more because they are for a good price, and I want this collection. So I believe this one is also from Vinted. So it's the Castle Collection, Ravensburger. This one is Elsa. And I believe Elsa came together with, or maybe it didn't, because this one is new. And this one is also new. And this one is also new, so it had to be this one. Okay. Yeah, they are like the 2 different sizes of the box, so I had to mix them up to make sense of it. Anyways, I got Rapunzel as well. That was like one seller for both of these, the Elsa and the Rapunzel. So again, they were better priced. These are supposed to be complete. The boxes are in good shape. So I was like, yeah, let's get it. But then I had like a few now, and I also had one more order placed on Vinted, but it ended up being cancelled because she said she only has one of the puzzles. It was supposed to be 2 more castles, but she said she only has one of them. And then when I got the money back and I looked at her site, she didn't relist it. So I don't know like what happened there. Maybe she just promised it on some other site and didn't want to tell me. I don't know. Anyways, I would have bought at least the one, you know, but she didn't relist even that one. So never mind. I thought I had 2 more on the way. So I was like, I have like most of these. And then I looked at the Mega Books again, because like I said, sometimes you can get like really good deals there. And I ended up with 4 more. Well, 3 castle ones, and then 1 different, which we'll talk about later. So the ones, you know, from the Castle Collection I got there are Tiana. And these were like $2.50 instead of $3.50 So again, very good price, and these are new, you know. Again, makes sense. It just all makes sense. I was not going to get all of them in 1 month because it's 12 puzzles and that's a lot. And I only had one that I've done and one that I already bought. So I still needed 10 more puzzles. And I said I wouldn't get them all. I would just get them slowly, here and there. There's time. These are not selling out. It's fine. Look what happened. Anyways, the next one I got from this shop was also Mulan. Again, very good price for a new one. And then I also got Pocahontas, which is the only one that doesn't actually have like a castle, but her castle is apparently nature, so it looks like this. It's very different from the other ones, but I don't mind, you know, I like Pocahontas. I mean, I don't really like the story, but like, I like her as a human, which she's not, because she's fictional, but you know what I mean. So yeah, her castle is the nature, which is very, very like deep, you know, like really philosophical. And then since I was buying those three, again, you know, one shipping makes sense to, you know, make it worth it. I was looking at this puzzle and I love the image. And I was like, I just wish it would have been 1,000 piece, because it's not, it's bigger. And I was like, I love the image so much. It's so cute. It's exactly my style. I just wish it was 1,000 piece. And I kept looking at it, and I had it on like the bookmarks where I put my puzzles before I buy them. And I kept looking at it and I was like, but it's just so beautiful. It's exactly what I love. And it's a Christmas puzzle. And during Christmas, I will have time to sit down with a bigger puzzle. So I might as well get it. And again, it was way cheaper than it would have been. It was like, instead of 600 something, it was like 400 something. So again, you know, a good deal. This one is a Ravensburger. It's a 2,000 piece. And it's called a Woodland Christmas. And it looks like this. And now tell me, if you are, you know, if you love similar style of puzzles, is this something you could say no to? Especially for like a really good price. Is this something you could just, you know, say, no, it's fine. I don't need it. Because I needed it. The moment I saw it, I needed it. And like I said, it was like 400 something, which some companies here I can buy a 500 piece for that price, and this is 2,000 piece. So instead of 2 hours, this is going to be probably like 12 hours of work. So like, you know, the money and the entertainment, like, it's just really, really good deal, right? Don't know if I'm gonna actually do it this Christmas. I'm gonna try for sure because I love it. But it might be hard. Like, there's a lot of the like dark trees and everything. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, next, I actually have an unboxing for you. Because after I had all of these and all of the castles, I was like, well, I now just have to go ahead and buy the rest of the castles. And then a few more because, you know, obviously. Let's see, what was the justification for these ones? Oh yeah, I had to place this order. I had to, because I had the discount code from when I won the day and in the puzzle shop warehouse thing, and it was until the end of the year, and it was like, when you buy above this amount you get off this amount. So I had to buy this. I had to. Don't tell me I didn't. I know there was still time, but you know, leave me alone. So I'm gonna now show you the unboxing, and then I'm just gonna quickly go again through the puzzles, and then we're gonna move on. So I just got home from work, and on our way home, me and my boyfriend went to pick up a little package. I was very happy to have him with me because then I could carry the groceries and he could carry the box because it's a little heavy. But this box, I will do an unboxing and I will make it part of like a regular haul video, so this will be part of something else. But this box should be the last big like order I place this year for puzzles. Now is November, so hopefully I can actually not order anymore. But this one I had to place because I had the discount from our day at the biggest Czech puzzle shop. I made a video about it, it was a whole vlog, but we also, as like part of the gift for being there, we also got a discount, and it was 500 Czech crowns if you order above 1500. So really the 1500 will be 1000 for you. So I placed an order for 2500. So it really was only 2000, which is really good, you know, it was fifth of the price, like it's really good. So I think it's like 8 puzzles in here. And these were some of the ones that I wanted for like a really long time, some new ones that I saw and I was like really interested in. So let's open it up and let's see what I got with this discount. But you know, I had to order, like it's not my fault. They gave me a big discount, like a really good one. Now of course, if they gave us like 20% or something, for me it would still be the same, but I could have ordered more and had bigger discount, but it was just like this specific amount. So this way it made sense to me. Also, for an order this big from Skládej Puzzle Assemble Puzzles, it is free shipping, so that also, you know, makes it much more worth it. Okay, so we have some bubbles, more bubbles. We have my receipt. It's a little long. Oh my god, no! We have a catalog. This is not going to be puzzles, it's going to be games, toys, and things like that, because this store also has like a toy store as well. That's like a different name. But yeah. Oh my god, I opened it to the Barbies. See, and now I want a Barbie. I know I'm 35 years old, but I want a Barbie. I don't like the, like, this is for girls. It's like, seriously? Oh my god, okay, I really don't like this is for girls. Do you see this whole page of gifts and toys for girls? You know, like the little mop and the little ironing board and the little kitchen and all of that. Yeah, I don't like that. That's not like, no. Although, you know, here with the little steamer and the little vacuum cleaner, there is also a little boy playing with it. But like the whole category is for girls. Amazing. Well, we're not going to talk about that. That's not part of the unboxing. Anyways. Oh my god. Okay, so first on top, and the only 500 piece. I don't know why lately I'm only ordering 1000 piece puzzles when I don't have the time to always do 1000 piece puzzles because they take way longer. But the first 500 piece, this is Cherry Puzzy, and it's called Winter Wishes, and it looks like this. Sorry, it's in the foil so you can see yourself. This is beautiful. I need some like more Christmas puzzles, so this is going to be perfect. And they did have one more Christmas one that I really liked, but it was sold out. I put it like to the side previously when I was looking at the new stuff. Like I put a little tab, and yeah, it sold out in the meantime. It was really beautiful, so maybe later, you know, doesn't matter. And then I also had one more 500 piece cherry Puzzy that I really wanted, but the order was already expensive enough, so I decided to leave that one for later as well. See, like I actually have some will that I use to not order everything I want all at once. I'm like really good. Okay, so let's start probably with the come here, with the collection, because I've been trying to collect these puzzles, and I originally thought, oh, you know, I will order like 1 or 2 a month and then I'll get them over a few months. It's gonna be nice. And then I got all of them during this month. All the ones I didn't have before. It's 12 puzzles. So in this order we have the last 3 that I was missing, but behind you, up there, there's quite a few more. That are also waiting for a haul, but I'm not gonna be filming everything right now because, like I said, I just got home from work. I really need to just, like, turn my brain off and not, you know, do a long video. So, this one is the Disney Castle collection from Ravensburger. They are all 1000-piece puzzles. This one is Cinderella that I was missing. Oh, this one is the old packaging with the foil. It's really shiny. Jeez. The black box is not helping. But hopefully, oh, this way it's probably the best, even though the image is a little crooked. But Cinderella. And then we have Jasmine. And then the last one I was still missing is Merida. This one doesn't have the foil, see how beautiful? So, like I said, I wanted to get them, you know, gradually, slowly, and then I went to Vinted and I found a lot of them. And I was like, well, if they are complete. One isn't. One I got with 2 missing pieces, but it was such a good price. The normal price for these is $3.49 here, and that one with 2 missing pieces was $70. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get that even though it's missing a piece, because like I'm not that bothered with missing pieces, and 70 instead of $3.49, yes, I will take that. And the other ones also were like much cheaper. So I got all of those, and I had Merida and Jasmine ordered as well from Vinted. So I ordered it. I was like, oh my god, now I'm only missing Cinderella. That's amazing. That will be like the only one I pay full price for. And then I got an email saying that the seller cancelled it and they will send me back my money because, as she wrote in her message, she only had one of them anymore. She didn't have them both. And so I checked her page to like, okay, so I will reorder just the one. It will still be like an amazing price. But she never listed it again. So I don't know what happened there, like what she did or didn't do, what she had, if she sold it somewhere else and just didn't take it down, I don't know. But it was really disappointing because I was like, but you know, I had like 1 missing and now I have 3 missing, which is like a big difference. So I was like, okay, well, I have this discount, I have to use it anyway. So why don't I just finish my collection? Okay. Keeping it with the Ravensburger, I also have this Dean McAdam from the Classic Tales collection that he did with them. It's another 1000-piece, and this one is called Lions, Tigers and Bears, Oh My. It looks like this. And I don't know why it's called that, because it's the Wizard of Oz. Like, where are the tigers? Where are the bears? I don't understand. Because there's only a lion. And then there's the Scarecrow. And then there's the Tin Man. And then there's Dorothy, of course. Yeah, so on the back we have, I guess, all of them from this collection. So there's Hansel and Gretel, Goldilocks gets caught, Most Everyone is Mad, that one's fun, Come in, Red Riding Hood, and Look Out Little Pigs. So I think this one will also be something that I will collect, hopefully slowly, but I can't promise anything. These are so much fun. I've done one Dean McAdam so far, and I fell in love with his style, so I will definitely want all of these and all the other ones that aren't the like classic tales. I think there's the Dog Walker, right? And then there's Busy Birdies. I don't know if that's actually available here anymore or already, I don't know. And then there's the Shark Lounge thing. I know that I haven't seen that one here yet. I don't know how old that was, because that was like nationals in the USA. So I don't know if I'll get that somehow easy. But that's it, right? Maybe? I don't know, because I have the Halloween one. Well, I'm gonna do my research and make a list and slowly get them all. Okay, last Ravensburger I have here is called Winter Reading Nook, and this is by Amy Stewart. So again, 1,000 pieces, looks like this. It's so beautiful. I saw it in like the new arrivals, because this is the new box. I don't know if we had it in the original box previously, but I saw it in the new arrivals with this one, and I was like, yes, this is exactly what I love. I mean, it's books, it's cats, it's beautiful colors, it's super busy, so it will be so much fun doing a pick and place with this, which is what I love to do. So just, yeah, that's perfect for me. Okay, then we have one whole Schmidt puzzle, and this one is again in foil, which is not great, and it's called Dragon Mail, and this is by Rosecat Khan, and it looks like this. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to take the foil off. This is such a beautiful image, and you can't see any of it because of the foil. Come on, get down. Okay. Get down. Much better. Yes, so it's like a little village, and there's tiny little dragons everywhere flying around because they are carrying the mail. You know, like in Harry Potter you have owls, here they have dragons. And it's just amazing, and it's so cute. It does look a lot darker in this part than it did online. So we will see what it looks like on the actual image, on the puzzle. But it's just so beautiful and so fun. And yeah, since lately Vicky had Rose on her Saturday live streams, Vicky Makes and Builds, as like a guest, and she's there with us the whole live stream. She's on screen with Vicky, and they are talking, and she's reading the chat and answering everybody's questions about like her creations, all of her puzzles, everything, like how she does it and how she comes up with it. It's amazing. And I'm not going to be doing the 6 portals, which is the one that Vicky is streaming, that she is the guest for, but she's also talking about other puzzles that she's done with different companies, and it's a lot. But I thought I will start with this one because that one looked most like my style. There's a lot of other ones. There's 3 other ones just on the back here. But yeah, I'm not sure about all of these necessarily, but there are others from Bluebird that we can get here in Europe, and you know, there's options. Okay, and last one, is that? Yeah, that's 8. Last one in this gigantic box is, I don't know what. This is from Trefl. It's 1,000 pieces. And it's called Secret Puzzle. And this one is Sanctum. And on the box, on the front, it says, what's hidden inside? So you can see, like a tiny little window with part of the image. And then what's hidden inside? Secret puzzle. And then on the side you have pretty much the same, or just Sanctum, and the same, and the same, and there's like image color palette. Great. So you can, you know, if you want the image to like be in your living room, so you can pick the one that fits best, I guess. Why do they do that? Okay. And on the back it says, Secret puzzle, what's hidden inside? Every secret puzzle product is a journey into an unknown world. You only see a glimpse, the rest is waiting to be discovered. Will you take on the challenge? So I guess you just don't know what you're puzzling. For 1,000 pieces, that's a little crazy. Now I want to look inside, just to see like if there's really nothing else that we get. Or can we actually take it off? No. Okay, no, it's ripping the box. There's stickers on 4 sides, but the one wasn't like really stuck down very well, so I thought, oh, maybe I can take it off. No. No, do not try that. Because they look kind of like paper stickers, not necessarily like plastic. I want to know, so let's see. Nope. Empty box, pieces. That's it. That's what you get. So this is all I know about the image. I know there's a tiger and some buildings and some mushrooms and a waterfall and a maze on the bottom. That's crazy. And the side images, oh, they show actually different parts of the image. So there's like a sky. Good to know that there's a sky. And there's more of the maze and some staircase. Okay. All right. They had 4 different types, at least in our store. So I picked this one because it looked the most like something I would like, but obviously I don't know what it is. So we will see. I will have to make a video about that one because that's like, it's kind of like Vazgeach, but not really. Because for Vazgeach you at least have like the image, it's just different. But here you really have like almost nothing. I don't know like how big is the part of the image that we are seeing. You know, how big is the full image and like the little window that we have. We'll see. Anyways, that is everything for this unboxing, and now I will let you go back to the video. Okay, so what you just saw, I have them here on the floor, so I'm gonna be going down. Don't worry. So first we have the 500 piece Cherry Pazé Winter Wishes, very shiny still. I'm gonna put it on the smaller ones, although they are not very like stable anymore. Then we have the Secret Puzzle Sanctum from Trefl, 1,000 pieces, and apparently I just saw someone say, oh yeah, image generated using Leonardo AI. I did not know that when I bought it, but you know, sometimes I can be okay with it, especially if the company says so. So that's, well, I have it already, so it doesn't matter. Next, I have the Dean McAdam Lions, Tigers, Bears, oh my! So that's probably going to be another collection that I'm going to slowly collect. Slowly, yeah? Let's remember that. Then I have a 1000-piece Ravensburger Winter Reading Nook from Amy Stewart. And this is what I'm saying about the like vintage cookbooks and this. Like there's two different artists here in my mind, but apparently it's not. This is just like getting so high. Yeah. Then we have the Dragon Mail from Rose Cat Khan. So that's this one, a 1000-piece from Schmidt. And then we have the rest of the castles. So we have Yasmin. We have Cinderella. Super shiny, look at that. And then we have Merida. So that was that order. That was supposed to be really the last ones I got. But if you were counting throughout, we are at 30 puzzles. And I hope I said in the beginning, I don't know if I did, I have 31. So this was when I was like, okay, this is crazy. You have to stop now. You have enough. And we are not buying any more puzzles for the rest of the year. We don't need more. I will also get some for Christmas. I know it already. So like, I don't need to buy more puzzles for several months now, looking at the amount here. So I was like, yes, very strict. I'm not gonna buy any more. And then me and my boyfriend went grocery shopping, which, you know, that sounds so innocent. Like you're going to the grocery store, like it's supermarket. It doesn't matter, you know, there's food. And we were going through the like back part of it. And he decided to go and look at games and toys. Do you know what they have in the games and toys section of the supermarket? They have puzzles. And it was around like the Black Friday-ish time. We don't really do Black Friday here everywhere because it's not really a thing here because we don't have the Thanksgiving to go with it. But of course companies do go crazy and give like super discounts and everything like that. So this was around that time when like discounts are everywhere. And of course there were discounts on puzzles and they had a lot that were interesting and I only bought one. So I do deserve some grace here because it could have been much worse. And it's not, it's just one. And again, it's a Ravensburger. A new one would have been $3.49 and this one was $2.49. It was like a third of the price off. Like, you can't say no to that, especially since it's an image that I already wanted. I had it on my list, so you know. So this is 1000-piece Ravensburger and it is Beauty and the Beast. I believe this is one from the Moments, from the big 40,000 or something like that. And my battery is dying because this has been such a long video. So since I want to do an outro, I'm gonna say bye now, but I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so I'm back. That was all 31 of the puzzles. That's just crazy. And once again, we have the question of where am I going to put these? Because for now, they were on that side, on the new Kallax that I just got. Because that's mostly empty for now, so that's fine. But now that I filmed them, they should go on this Kallax. And there's already 4 stacks of puzzles. Now one of them is very small, so I can probably put that on top of another one. But it only gives me 1, and these definitely need to be at least 2. Gonna have to figure something out. I did make a special stack of just Christmas puzzles, so some of them are going to go on that one. and that one might just move back there. But you know, we have calyxes all over the room, so I might have to do something like that, because otherwise it will not fit, and it's too much. It's too much. But I love them all, and I know I want to do them all, which, you know, that's different from what I used to do previously, when I would sometimes swap puzzles and I wanted to get rid of the ones that I just was, you know, offering, and somebody would come to me and would be like, hey, I have these ones to swap and I want these ones for them. And I would be like, well, I don't really love any of these, but I want to get rid of mine, so I will agree to a swap of something that I don't love. And then I would have those puzzles on my to-do pile forever and ever and ever. And sometimes I would not end up doing them at all, because sometimes I would just swap them again or sell them, because I actually came to the realization that I didn't want to do them. I just wanted to get rid of the other ones. But then if I end up not doing the ones that I got for them, it doesn't really make sense anymore, right? So now I'm not doing that anymore. I think it might be a little bit the case with the Castorland, because I did want to get rid of the one with the missing pieces, and this one was the only that was like kind of acceptable, but it's not one that I'm excited to do. But I will do it. That one isn't hard. It's 500 pieces, so like I will do that one. It's just, I'm not like, oh, I can't wait, yay, it's a bridge. Like, you know, it's not an exciting puzzle even with the fireworks, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. But yeah, so I just can't stop looking at the stack, which is like, this is the top one, and it's just the big boxes. There's also the stack of the small boxes. So I think if I put all of them, they would be pretty much as tall as I am, and I am 176 centimeters. I'm not a small woman. So yeah, that happened. Anyways, I'm not gonna bore you with my, you know, space issues. Everybody has space issues. We all know it. Puzzles are just not the most, like, you know, tiniest hobbies that you can have. But we all love them, so this is what we have to live with. Unless you are like some wise people who get a puzzle, do a puzzle, get rid of puzzle, buy a puzzle, do a puzzle, get rid of puzzle. You know, like, there are people like that. I don't understand how they do it, but they are out there. And it's scary. Anyway, I'll stop yammering. Put in the comments whatever you want, what you would be interested in doing, what you would be interested in having filmed from me, maybe. Did you do any of the Castle Collection ones? Do you love them? Are you collecting them? Do you think I'm crazy for getting all 12 within like 2 months? Because I had to, and then I got the rest in 1 month, which is just like a lot. And yeah, anything else interesting? Oh, do you have a dream puzzle that is on your wish list for the longest time, you can't really get it? What is it? Tell me, let me know. Anyways, write whatever you want down there. I will always love to read those. If there is anything I can answer, I will always answer. I'm trying to answer everybody right now because it's very manageable, because this channel is kind of small. So that's like what I'm trying to do. But if I don't, and there's like something else with a question and I do, don't feel sad. It's just maybe I didn't really have anything good to say. Sometimes it is like that. Yeah. Anyways, leave me the comments. I love to read them. And yeah, I hope you like this video. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, just so you know, it did kind of fit. So we have all of the princess castles, which you must admit it looks cool being all together like that. I am kind of mad that it's two different box sizes and design, but that's okay. We can deal with that. And then we have all of the 1000 pieces. Then we have all of the old 1000 pieces, the old 500 pieces and the new 500 and 300 pieces. The poor 2000 piece is standing up again, not necessarily because it couldn't be under these ones, but it was getting kind of, you know, squished. And I didn't want to have the weight on it anymore, so I have it like this. Because it's so big, it would have to always be on the bottom, and I just don't want to do that to it. And then I just added this one to the front here, you know, like there's other puzzles, and then there's this one. Because that one will be filmed, most likely, so I thought that would be fun. And then, if we pivot, those are the puzzles I've done this month, don't look at them. These are all of my Christmas puzzles. So I've made a pile of those separately, and that's it. So it does all fit, and it doesn't even go like up to the ceiling. You can see how much more room there is. I could have gotten more puzzles. Okay, no, I couldn't. It's fine, it's fine. We have enough. It's fine. Okay, this is really it. Right, goodbye.